It's Portland Bulldogs boys basketball on WPPS, brought to you by the Portland Public Schools. Promise, prepared, and empowered. Now we send you to the broadcast booth with Steve Schwartz and Frank Myatt.
Good evening, January 24th, 2020. We're here at Oxford Hills High School for tonight's matchup between the Vikings of Oxford Hills and Portland Bulldogs. This is Frank Myatt. Steve Schwartz is on assignment tonight. I'm joined tonight instead by Steve Rogers. Steve, Oxford Hills enters 2-12, Portland enters 2-10. Two evenly matched teams. Portland won the first matchup. What do you expect to see out of the Bulldogs tonight?
Honestly, they're not really playing for positioning that much at this point in time. They're playing for momentum going into the tournament. So it's a big game. Oxford Hills has their 2 wins in the last 5 games. Portland got their 2 wins early in the season, so Portland's going to look to win to turn around and carry some momentum going into the playoffs.
And to your point, Steve, the last Portland win came on December 13th against this Oxford Hills team by a score of 57-46 at the Expo. Kevin Smart led the way with 13 points, 12 rebounds. Wani Donato, 13 points. Jake Bouchard, 10. Still Mahan, 10. So Portland really spread it around in that game.
Yeah, and that's been Portland's way this year. I think they spread around scoring. If you look at their box scores throughout the year, different people have come forward and led Joe Russo's team in scoring in any given night. So balance is important.
Oxford Hills led by Payne. He put up 20 against the Bulldogs in the first matchup. You mentioned their 2 wins recent against Chevrolet and Noble. So really here, as you said, a chance to play for a little momentum, see which team might be able to catch 2 or 3 in a row. Yeah,
and I think they're already looking to say, well, we're matching up against Edward Little and Darren in the playoffs, so let's get some momentum going there, and once the playoff starts, anything can happen.
We'll bring you all the exciting action in a moment.
Tonight's high school basketball game featuring the Bulldogs of Portland and your Vikings of Oxford Hills. The NPA and KBAC, Oxford Hills, and Portland High Schools are united in their efforts to promote good sportsmanship. Please do not degrade anyone or any part of this contest. Now the starting line for Portland. Number 3, Stolen Muhammad. Number 12, Wani Donato. Number 15, Finn Katz-Cronin. Number 20, Jacob Bouchard. And number 30, Kevin Smart. The head coach of the Bulldogs is Joseph Russo, assisted by Joseph Giordano, Carmine Runo, and Joseph Esposito. Now your starting lineup for your Vikings. Number 10, Eli Sloan. Number 12, Keegan Watson. Number 30, Tanner Hedrick. Number 43, Patrick Payne. And number 45, Hayden Payne. The head coach of the Vikings is Scott Raffin, assisted by Joe O'Farrell, Shane Slicer, and Pat Carson. And Jerry Norton. If you please now rise and remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem.
So number 33, Patrick Payne. Number 30, Kevin Smart. Ready to square off of the jump ball circle. And away we go. Oxford Hills wins the tip. And it will be Keegan Watson over to Eli Soren. Defended by Jake Bouchard. Soren, 15-footer. No good. Rebound, Katz Cronin.
Portland straight man-to-man right off the bat, Frank.
And there's Stillman Mahan from range, and he knocks it down. So Stillman Mahan gives the Dogs an early 3-0 lead. The very deep three there, Steve.
Yeah, and so we were just talking in the first game, there's only one three-pointer in the whole game. First one of the game, Stillman took care of that already.
Soren stopped, deflection, stolen away by Katz Cronin. Portland playing without Richard Greenwood tonight. Normal, typical starter, he is not dressed. Katz Cronin on the elbow. Over to Bouchard, uses the screen. Into the paint, out to Mahan, shot fake. Drives in, and he will be fouled. First foul of the game goes against Patrick Payne.
Yeah, you reach like that, that's an automatic one, Frank.
Yeah, absolutely. Good work for the Bulldogs, able to get a little penetration, pick up early foul, and baseline inbound. Juan Donato inbounds to Bouchard. He will reset. Mahan uses the screen from Smart. Tries to dish it back, but taken away. Elias Soren with the steal. Over to Hayden Payne. Back to Soren. Skip pass to Keegan Watson. Inside, Tanner Herrick in and out. Rebound, Katz Cronin. Mahan finds Wani Donato. Could have been steps, is 3 no good.
You got away with one there, Frank.
Good hustle by Katz Cronin to secure the rebound there. Takes it in himself, no good. Rebound falls to Soren. Up ahead, another deflection by Katz Cronin. Herrick shot no good, rebound Wani Donato. Over to Bouchard for 3. In and out. Here's Herrick in the corner, defended by Donato. Ball's dead, gets it off to Soren. Narrowly avoiding the 5-second call, inside to Payne. No good, rebound, Kevin Smart.
Both teams getting good looks, they're just not putting them in.
Smart over to Bouchard, who's going to pull it back and reset. Bouchard left, scoops it up, no good. Rebound, Patrick Payne. So, Steve, neither team shooting very well here. You mentioned good looks.
Yeah. Both teams looking to be patient, which is hallmarks of the good coaches that we have here. Scotty Graffam and Joey Russo, a couple of legends.
Yeah, two coaches who've been combined, I believe, coaching for over 60 years.
Wow.
As Jake Bouchard there picks up the first Portland foul of the game.
Well, I'm right, too, Frank. They're brothers in the Hall of Fame, aren't they?
I believe they are. I believe they are. As we have Eli Soren now going to the line, shooting 2. And Soren doesn't get the first. 5 minutes remaining in the first quarter. 3-0 Portland. Frank Myatt with Steve Rogers. WPPS TV 1302. Soren sinks 1 to get the Vikings on the board. 3-1 Bulldogs.
Good pitches still, Frank.
Hopefully we'll get a little deeper than that. Donato nearly loses the handle. Drives left. Dribble stop and puts it in.
Good D, good O there.
A little bit of pressure here from Portland. Bouchard on Soren.
Yeah, not full court, but a little 3-quarter look there.
Watson lays it up and in.
Nice take there.
So after a
Good
slow
defense.
start, the teams trade baskets in the last 2 possessions, 5-3 Portland. Under 4.5 to play here in the first quarter. Donato kicks it out to Bouchard. Man, shot fakes from deep, and he hits it again.
There we go. That's going to be big there, Frank, because Oxford Hills looks to be just pounding it in the paint and forcing Portland to make something outside, taking away all the inside game.
And still in Mahan put him on with that one. Now here's Watson dribbling left into the paint, and he'll be fouled. Still in Mahan looking for the jump ball. Instead, he'll get called for the foul, his first.
Got our first subs entering now.
Number 23, Colby Hawkins. And number 13, Isaiah Ofiero entering for Oxford Hills. Portland still staying with the original 5 starters. Inside, Hayden Payne is fouled. That foul will go on Wadi Donato. His first. There's Hayden Payne, Oxford Hills' leading scorer from their previous contest against the Bulldogs.
Yeah, I think he was the only guy in double figures, wasn't he?
He was, and not only did he break double figures, he cracked 20 points. He clangs the first. Eight to 3 Portland here in the early going at Oxford Hills. Payne hits 1 of 2. And now it's Bouchard looking to set up the offense again. Bouchard into the paint. Tries to toss it over his head, and he's fouled.
I think he got bailed on that one, Frank. He had no place to go with it, but he took it to him and forced the foul.
Tanner Herrick, the one bailing him out for Oxford Hills' second team foul. 2 shots for Jake Bouchard. Of course, Jake Bouchard's grandfather.
Oh, he just matched his career total right there.
Grandfather Peter Gribben, career point scorer of 1 for the Portland Bulldogs.
Big anniversary coming up.
On February 12th. Of course, Mr. Gribben is the legendary announcer, the voice of the Bulldogs that we hear at the Expo for all Portland home games.
He'll probably contest that second foul shot, Frank. He might give up a tie, but I don't think he wants his grandson ahead of him.
Well, God forbid Bush got a basket. Hawkins, dead ball.
Good D.
Gives it off to Ty Leblanc, who's checked into the game. Shot no good.
Oh.
Smart has it taken away by Ofiero.
Nice board.
Isaiah Ofiero just kind of plucked that right out of Kevin Smart's hands and laid it up for 2.
That's going to bring Ethan off the bench.
And we'll have a travel for Portland's second turnover of the evening. Ethan Thay, as you mentioned, now checking in to replace Kevin Smart.
Coach Russo reminding Mr. Smart what you do when you get a rebound under the other team's hoop. Secure it.
Portland gets it right back. Steal by Bouchard. Catch Cronin, 15-footer.
Oh.
No good, but he follows a shot. Rebound again. Second shot, no good. Rebound to Wani Donato. And he will go up, no good. And it will stay Portland ball. Patrick Payne checking back into the game, replacing his brother Hayden. Wani Donato to inbound. Finds Catch Cronin. Inside out to Mahan for 3. No good. Rebound Donato. To Bouchard. Floater in the lane, and he knocks it down. Will be Hawkins in the corner. Swings to Herrick. Herrick, runner in the lane, no good. Strong rebound there by Ethan Thay.
I think Ethan was very instrumental in Portland's win early in the season against Oxford Hills.
Probably the most minutes he's played all year in that game. We're going to have a travel against Wani Donato.
I know Coach Russo knows that the Oxford Hills team likes to play physical, and Ethan's certainly can match that.
And speaking of physicality, Sam Gerber, number 10, checking in, varsity lacrosse player. And good deflection there by Mayhem, but that'll still be Oxford Hills' ball. Stillman was maybe a step behind from making that steal. Leblanc to inbound for the Vikings. Gives it out to Patrick Payne, back to Leblanc. Leblanc tries to kick it in, deflected back out. Hayden Payne to LeBlanc in the corner for three, and LeBlanc hits it.
Good defense by Portland, and great patience by Oxford Hills, getting a good shot out of that. Not forcing anything.
Bouchard over to Mahan. To Gerber. Gerber back to Bouch. Bouchard finds Ethan Fay. Fay drives. Leans in. No good. And really, Steve, that play right there was set up by Finn Katzkron, he saved the ball once, got it in a spot where Oxford Hills could not corral it, and it'll stay Portland ball.
Great hustle, great hustle. He never gave up on anything there.
Gerber lobs to Fay. Fay puts it up and knocks it down.
Ethan's giving up 3 or 4 inches, but he's making up for it with his strength.
And off the deflection, that'll remain Oxford Hills ball. 14-9 Portland. Just under a minute to play in the first quarter. As we see Eli Soren and Kevin Smart, 2 original starters, check back in. Finn Katzkron get a nice hand from his teammates. I'm sure they picked up on that hustle play earlier. Soren picks up his dribble over to Patrick Payne. Payne tries to lob it inside to Fierro, nearly loses it. And that'll be an offensive foul.
Great position by Stillman there.
And Fierro just leaning right into Mahan. Mahan absorbing the contact and drawing the offensive foul. 40 seconds remaining in the first quarter. 14-9 Portland. Frank Myatt, Steve Rogers, Damian Robinson on camera. WPPS Sports. Sam Gerber looks inside to Fay. Lob gets rejected out, back to Gerber.
Portland looking to hold for 1, I think, here, Frank.
20 seconds to play in the first quarter. Gerber loses the handle. Fierro up to Payne, and he can't corral it.
7.9?
Yeah, 8 seconds left here. Teams evenly matched in the turnover department. Five seconds, it's going to be Bouchard. 1 second, Gerber for 3. No good. So after 1, it's Portland 14, Oxford Hills 9. We'll be back. So it'll be Portland ball to inbound to start the second quarter. Gerber to Bouchard, and Bouchard brings it up.
Big second quarter, Frank, here. Oxford Hills seemed to go a little deeper on their bench in the first quarter. We'll see if fatigue plays in at all here for Portland.
Mahan to Gerber in the corner. Had a look but didn't pull the trigger. Back out, Portland reverses. Bouchard to Gerber. Inside, Fay to Katzkron. That's going to be waved off for an offensive foul. Ethan Fay will pick that one up. So it remains 14-9 here in the second quarter.
I think Ethan might have got punished for being big and strong on that one, Frank.
And he gets a nice hand from his teammates. Fay giving some good minutes here in the early going. Inbound.
Portland extending their defense.
To Soren. Skip pass.
Creating that turnover.
And Steve, struck while the iron was hot there. Portland kind of extending that press. Might have rattled Oxford Hills there.
Which would surprise me. I wouldn't think Scotty Graffin would be fooled by much at this point, but.
Bouchard to Mahan. Portland reverses the ball. Stillman in the corner. Shot fake. Inside. Pulls up off the glass. No good. Rebound. Smart. And he can't follow. Catch Cronin fighting for it. And we will have a foul.
I'm going to give you a fair warning here, Frank. I've seen your telecast. You get on the officials once in a while. And one of these officials is one of my brothers from a long time ago. Lou Dearborn and I lifeguarded together out in Old Orchard, so he's a big dude too, so watch what you say.
Well, as long as you don't rat me out, I think we'll be okay.
You don't think he's going to watch the telecast?
Well, you never know. Portland kicks it away. Soren brings it up over to Hayden Payne. To Watson. To Patrick Payne for the 15-footer. No good. Rebound Mahan. And we'll have another foul. Foul will be on number 12, Keegan Watson. His first. Oxford Hills' fifth.
Oxford Hills has gone zone this quarter, Frank. Little 2-3.
Interesting call considering that Mahan hit some early threes. Mahan skip pass to Silman. Nearly loses it. Donato. Bouchard.
It's definitely one of those zones where they're going, but know where the shooter is.
Skip pass, Mahan.
Coach Russo sees the change in defense, and he was going to change up his offense now.
And we'll take a timeout too. 6:11 to play. 14-9 Portland. Finn catch Cronin to inbound from the side. He finds Bouchard. Back to Donato. Catch Cronin over to Bouchard. Bouchard inside, kicks it out to Katz Cronin. Three-pointer no good. Rebound Hayden Payne. Taken right back by Mahan, but he can't hold on. Portland showing pressure again here.
Coach Graffin giving a little constructive criticism to his player there. Gently, of course.
Against 2-2-1. Over to Watson. To Hawkins. Hawkins to the corner. Tries reverse, taken away by Bouchard. Bouch drives, kicks. And Donato will be fouled, but I think it'll be a foul on the floor, Steve.
Yeah, I don't think he saw that coming. If he did, maybe he would have gone up with a shot and get the two shots instead of the out of bounds.
Foul on Soren. 6 team fouls on Oxford Hills, so the next one, Portland will be shooting anyway. Juani Donato to inbound from the baseline. Finds Bouchard. To Mahan. Room. And we're going to have an offensive foul against Kevin Smart.
It was well drawn up, but not quite executed right.
Number 3, Tyler Blond, checks back into the game. He'll replace Colby Hawkins for the Vikings.
Portland again, little trapping defense.
Watson reverses. Oxford Hills breaks it. LeBlanc, skip pass. Watson for 3. No good. Rebound Ofieru. Off to the corner, in and out. Ofieru again with another offensive rebound. Inside to Hayden Payne. He's stripped. And we'll have a double dribble. So at the end of the day, Steve, couple offensive rebounds, and Oxford Hills turns it over anyway.
Just a lot of flurry there. Portland was swarming. Oxford Hills crashing the boards.
Mahan brings it up. Swings to Donato. Bouchard by the jump ball circle. To Donato. Nothing to say that Bouchard was standing on the line there. That'll be Portland's 8th turnover. Number 5, Elias Antonio, checking into the game for the first time for Portland. He'll replace Jake Bouchard.
I think the chess match between the coaches and the shifting defenses is wreaking a little havoc on the offense here.
Still 14-9 as we're under 5 to play in the first half. Stripped by Elias Antonio. He looks to push. And he pulls it back.
Good patience.
Mahan looking inside for Smart. Smart has it. Inside, jump hook. No good. And we'll have a foul.
Smart over the top, I think, right there. Coach Russo looked for that. He has to get the ball inside the Smart.
And you're right on the foul call, Steve. Over the back on Kevin Smart. There's number 23, Colby Hawkins, and number 15, Finn Katz-Cronin, re-enter the game. Hayden Payne will take a seat for Oxford Hills. And Fierro nearly throws it away, but LeBlanc secures it.
Portland looked at trap right there. Oh.
LeBlanc right through, lays it up and in.
Looked to trap, but not effectively, and Coach Russo didn't like what he saw. Called a quick timeout.
And we'll take 1-2, 3:45 to play in the first half, 14-11 Portland. So off the timeout, we'll see how Portland will adjust. And as we see Ethan Thay checking back into the game.
And Oxford Hills has gone back to their man-to-man again. So the chess game continues. It's kind of fun to see what happens coming out of timeouts in this game.
Donato lobs to Thay, and he'll be called for the offensive foul.
Coach Russo doesn't agree.
Coach Russo going as far as he wants a direct explanation right now, Steve.
Yeah, he's giving a clinic on what he can do. You don't need instant replay. We just watch Coach Russo act it out.
Absolutely. He's working pretty hard. But at the end of the day, the officials calls what counts, and we play basketball.
They're good officiating. They listened to him, let him have his say, and then said, all right, let's play ball now.
Fierro tries to lay it in and swatted by Stillman Mahan.
Uh-oh.
Mahan kind of playing to the crowd there too, Steve.
Yeah, hopefully that doesn't come back at him.
LeBlanc inbounds to Herrick. Herrick inside.
Nice block by Ethan. Coach Russo might have talked him into not getting a foul there.
Well, either way, it was effective. Donato looking for the lob again.
Now that they've gone back man-to-man, they're going to try to get back inside.
Then we'll have a foul on number 23, Colby Hawkins.
And they're in the bonus.
So we'll see 1-1 for Finn Katz-Cronin. Katz-Cronin, no points yet, but 5 rebounds to his name here in this contest. 3 minutes to play, 14-11 Portland.
Frank, what do you think of the foul free throw rule now with the G League?
Not a fan.
Not a fan.
You know, Steve Schwartz and I were discussing that the other day, Steve. I assume you're referring to on a 2-shot foul, making the first, they give you the second.
Yeah.
See, I just don't like it because it takes away the old adage you have to earn it at the foul line. Now you just have to earn half. Katz-Cronin hits them both. As we see Eli Soren checking back in for Oxford Hills. He'll replace Keegan Watson.
Portland stays with the extended pressure. Looking to trap.
It'll be Leblanc.
Oxford Hills making a little adjustment in their press break, but not effectively on that one.
And that deflection by Juan Donato opened everything up. Donato drives baseline. Up and under, no good. Fay can't secure it. Rebound falls to LeBlanc. LeBlanc
And
loses
again,
the
the
handle.
extended pressure, creating those turnovers.
And that's the 10th Oxford Hills turnover. Portland with 9 here in the first half. 16-11 Bulldogs. Bouchard goes left to Donato. Donato finds Mahan. Stillman goes left. Bouchard through, top of the key. And Portland will reset.
Portland running just a little simple motion offense, keeping it simple.
And Bouchard's shot no good. Rebound Hawkins. It'll be number 5, Jesse LeBlanc, who's now checked into the game for Oxford Hills. Ofiero for 3, banks it in.
Did he say glass, Frank?
I didn't hear him call it, but either way it counts. 16-14 Portland, under 2 to play in the first half. Bouchard left. His shot no good.
Jake forcing that one a little.
It'll be Hawkins, drives to the paint. His shot blocked by Donato. Ofiero's shot no good, and the rebound ultimately falls to Katz Cronin. Inside out dribble, pull up for Mahan in the lane, no good. And we'll have a foul on the rebound.
Over the top.
And I think it will be on Juan Donato.
I think you're right. You got him on the arm coming over the top.
And it is Donato, so we'll head to the other end of the floor, where we will see number 23, Colby Hawkins, shooting 1-1.
Thor checked back to him, Frank.
Patrick Payne checking in for Oxford Hills, as well as Keegan Watson, Kevin Smart, and Sam Gerber returning to action for the Bulldogs. 70 seconds to play here in the first half. 16-11, Oxford Hills, but they have a chance to tie here at the foul line. Hawkins drains the first. Two free throws for Colby Hawkins. We have a tie ball game, 16-16. As we wind down to a minute to play. Gerber tries to find Smart, but it's taken away. Will be Soren defended by Mahan.
Got his hands all over him.
And the officials tightening up in this game here, Steve. We kind of saw a physical match earlier. I think here your players are getting a little bit slow, a little tired, a little slower with their feet, and starting to reach a little more.
I was just going to say, I think fatigue had a factor there. Coach Russo thinks the same thing. He's going to give Stillman a break.
At number 14, Petilla Donato, Juani's younger brother, checking in. Soren hits his first. And Oxford Hills takes their first lead of the contest, here with 50 seconds left in the first half. Soren sinks them both. Number 3, Ty LeBlanc checking back in. So we have 2 Donatos, 2 LeBlancs, and 3 Paynes playing in this game, Steve. Both teams sibling heavy.
Well, if we could have got Schwartz here, we could have had 2 Steves.
Number 11, Spencer Cross is checked in for Portland. He gets the ball at the top of the key. Bouchard, corner 3. No good. Rebound Soren.
Good look again. Just not falling.
30 seconds to play here. 18-16, Oxford Hills. Will be Watson dribbling right. Watson will pick up a 5-second call. Good defense by Jake Bouchard there to create the turnover. Oxford Hills is 11th with 15 seconds to play. It will be Portland ball down 2. 15 seconds of the first half, that is.
Portland will look to get the last shot off here. Either get within 1 or tie it.
Patia, Wani that is. Patia Donato pulls up from 3, no good. Rebound, Katz Cronin lays it in. And that will do it for the first half. So after 16 minutes of play, Oxford Hills and Portland tied at 18. We'll bring you stats in a moment. So Steve, at the half, here we are tied at 18 in a defensive chess match between Scott Graffam and Joe Russo.
Yeah, the game within the game is pretty interesting. It'll be fun to see what happens in the second half. Oxford Hills has kind of stayed back, and I won't be surprised if at some point in time Scotty Graffam pulls out and extends his defense to see what Portland can do with some pressure.
So Portland leading for 15 of 16 minutes here in the first half. They are led by Stillman Mahan, who leads all scorers with 6. So both teams really spreading it around. Finn Katz Cronin, Jake Bouchard each with 4. Katz Cronin adding 7 rebounds for Portland. On the Oxford Hills side, Ty Leblanc and Isaiah Ofiero each leading with 5. So no real single player taking over this game.
No, and that's what we talked about in the pregame. You know, balance is going to be important in this game, and got to get contributions from different players at different times, and I think both teams are seeing that right now.
Absolutely, Steve. What do you expect to see in the second half here?
Well, as I said, you know, the chess game will continue. They'll keep changing some defenses. Again, Joe Russo went deeper into his bench in the second quarter than he did in the first, so I think he balanced out the fatigue factor. But we'll see what happens when they get down to the fourth quarter. You know, it's a game of runs, and you've got to have one more run than the other team. So Portland made theirs, Oxford Hill made theirs, 1-1 in runs, 18-18 and a half.
We'll bring you second half action in a moment. It'll be Oxford Hills ball coming out of the half. The Vikings going with Soren, Hawkins, Herrick, Patrick Payne.
There we go. There's our gimmick defense. Portland coming out in a zone trap right off the bat.
And you called it a halftime, Steve. Coach Russo scrambling his defense even further. Bulldogs going with their original starters of Mahan, Wadi Donato, Katz Cronin, Bouchard, and Smart.
There you go.
Smart,
created the turnover. Yeah, little 2-3 extension. Oh.
That's going to be waved off. Kevin Smart picking up his 3rd foul here in the first 30 seconds of the third quarter. Coach Russo protests. Nothing doing. Watson will be stolen away by Bouchard. Bouchard leans back and lays it in. It's Portland back on top, 20-18.
There's your trap. Coming again right here.
Inside, Colby Hawkins gets 2 for Oxford Hills, 20-20. We're tied again, 7 minutes to play in the third quarter.
Oxford Hills back straight man.
Bouchard goes left to Donato, falling out of bounds, finds Mahan in the corner. And Stillman knocks it down.
Ain't giving that much room.
3rd 3 of the game. He leads all scorers with 9. Portland back on top, 23-20. Hawkins into the paint, kicks it out to Watson for 3. No good. Rebound batted around. Watson gets it and follows in.
Good power rebound. Good putback.
Bouchard dribbles to the paint, kicks it to Wadi Donato. Donato finds Smart.
Oh.
He can't. He misses the dunk. Rebound falls to Donato. He's no good, and eventually it's Patrick Payne.
Great interior pass there. You got to finish that.
Extra pass. Hawkins tries to pass it to Payne. That's stolen by Mahan. Bouchard, scoop shot, no good. Rebound Soren, and he throws it away. Oxford Hills coming out, just kicking the ball away, Steve. They're up to 15 turnovers.
Yeah, the pressure just getting to him. Scott Graffin yelling, don't dribble, don't dribble. That's what they want you to do.
And he'll take a timeout. Portland leads 23-22. We'll be back. Wani Donato to inbound from in front of his own bench. Donato finds Bouchard. Defended by Watson. Bouchard dribbles left. Scoop shot. Knocks it in. 8 points for Jake Bouchard. Portland extends the lead to 3, 25-22.
Portland switching it up again. A little different trap look. Same concept.
Watson inside to Herrick with a floater in the lane for 2.
That's how you're taught to beat that trap. Get the ball in the middle of the floor and then attack the hoop.
There's Bouchard. Reverses course. And we'll pull it back.
And one. Oh.
I heard the call from the Oxford Hills bench. Traveling violation against Jake Bouchard. Portland's 12th turnover of the contest. (25-24) Oxford Hills. Under 5 minutes to play in the third quarter.
Portland now extends full court.
There's the inbound. And Oxford Hills will take a timeout. We'll be back after the break, 25-24 Portland. Here's Oxford Hills to inbound. And Steve, we have another change in defense as Portland no longer extending full court.
Yeah, sometimes it's the last team to have the ball that wins. This might be the last team to have a timeout left.
And as that drive to the lane by Hawkins be called for a foul. I believe it'll go on Mahan. Will be his third. Portland's second of the second half. So 2 foul shots coming up for number 23, Colby Hawkins. Hawkins hits the first. Ethan Fay checking back in to replace Kevin Smart.
Joe Russo managing his personnel based on the defenses that Oxford Hills is throwing at him, I think. They go man, they like to get the ball inside to Ethan.
Second foul shot, no good. Rebound falls to Finn Katz-Cronin. That'll be his 8th rebound of the night. Bouchard dribbles left. Floater. And he'll be fouled. Foul going number 10, Elias Soren. His first. The Vikings' first of the second half. 25-25 here. It's Jake Bouchard. Sets up shooting 2.
Jake's a little unconventional there. He's right-handed, but he loves the drive on the left side of the hoop.
And we've seen Coach Russo running his offense to the left-hand side with Bouchard out there.
It'd also be my guess that Coach Graffin is saying, let's force him to the left, too. So taking what he gives them.
Bouchard misses them both. Rebound Hayden Payne, and the Portland bench wanted out of bounds call. They don't get it. Fierro gets it taken away by Bouchard. Bouchard, layup no good, rebound. Donato, and he has it stolen away by Leblanc. Ty Leblanc, top of the key. Hawkins no good, and we'll have contact inside.
Shot was more in than out.
We have foul on number 13, Isaiah Ofiero. The Vikings' second foul of the second half. So now we have Mahan. Bring it up slowly.
Bouchard drops down to the corner. Again, I look for them to try to get it inside if Oxford Hills will let them, but
Oxford Hills appears to be in a 2-3 zone here. Bouchard. Over to Mahan, shot fake. Nearly throws it behind Katz Cronin. Back to Mahan, and he'll reset. 3 minutes to play in the third quarter, 25-25.
change up their zone offense. Bring Ethan out a little higher.
Side to Fay, he can't corral the pass. Ty Leblanc picks up the steal. Hayden Payne off the glass, no good. Rebound, Ethan Fay. To Mahan. Mahan in the jump ball circle. Coach Russo sets up the offense.
Again, they'll look to enter high post if they can, then kick it out for a three.
Matt Katz Cronin can't keep it. Steal goes to Hooker. Hawkins, that is. Inside out, Ofieru. Three no good, rebound Bouchard. Bouchard to the corner. Juani Donato. Dribbles to the paint. No good, rebound Fay, and he'll be fouled. Foul will be on Isaiah Ofieru, his third. Vikings third. There's a couple foul shots here for Ethan Fay. With about 2 minutes to play, tied at 25. First shot, no good.
I think Ethan's enjoying that little extra chance to catch his breath there. It's a little bit gassed right now.
Ethan's second in and out. Rebound Ty Leblanc. So after going perfect in the first half from the charity stripe, the Bulldogs are 0 for 4 here in the second. Fay tries to take a charge. And Katz Cronin will be called for a foul. What travel that is.
I don't know, Frank. I'm gonna agree with Coach Russo on that one.
See number 5, Jesse Leonard, checking back in. Payne over to Watson. Watson, 15-footer. Off the glass, no good. Rebound, Kevin Smart. Smart has been silenced this game. No points, just a handful of rebounds. Mahan launches it and knocks it down.
Couldn't get it out, Frank. I was going to say we need Hunter to hit one from deep here.
What a shot by Sylvan Mahan.
He just kind of took a look and said, okay, zone, I'll shoot over it.
I think he might have
That's
shot
what you're
that one
supposed
from
to do.
Bethel, Steve.
Yeah.
Watson out top to Leonard. Leonard defended by Donato. Donato not giving an inch. Shot by Herrick, no good. Rebound Dogs, and here comes Mahan. I guess everything's in range tonight. Rebound Katz Cronin. That puts Katz Cronin double digits for rebounds with 10.
Someone got to get in that high post. Give him the ball.
28-25 Portland as we wind down under a minute to play here in the third quarter. Katz Cronin to cross. Swings it to Donato. Donato back up top to Mahan.
Coach Russo calling for one shot now.
And Steve, Stone Mahan may be able to shot fake from the other side of half court and get Oxford Hills to bite.
I know he's not going to get space again.
Spencer Cross to Donato. Katz Cronin to Mahan with 6 seconds to play. Mahan's got to attack. Step back. Puts it up. No good. So after 3 quarters, it's Portland 28, Oxford Hills 25. We'll bring you 4th quarter action in a moment. It'll be Portland ball to start the 4th quarter, leading by 3. Spencer Cross to inbound. Gives it to Mahan. Mahan defended by Keegan Watson.
Straight man again. We'll see if at some point they do extend that, especially if they get down a couple buckets.
Mahan to Cross again. Cross finds Donato. Donato tries to enter it to Smart and gives it away. Steal by Hayden Payne. Oxford Hills looking to push.
Here comes Jake Bouchard, going to come back in. That trapping pressure just keeps creating those turnovers.
The Viking returning the favor there. Each team tied with 17 turnovers. These teams evenly matched in all facets of the game, Steve. Mahan left to Cross. Cross finds Katz Cronin.
They go with a baseline set.
Cross drives. Plays it up. I think Hayden Payne got a piece of that. And off the deflection there, it'll stay Oxford Hills ball. Elias Antonio checking back in to replace Jake Bouchard. Ethan Fay as well to replace Spencer Cross. So Portland going a little bigger here, Steve.
Still extended pressure.
Watson leans in, and it's going to be an offensive foul. You know, Steve, at the very least, we can say these officials have been calling that consistently all night.
I think that's what Scott Graffin is telling officials right now. Nice job, nice consistency.
I'm quite sure he is. Foul on Keegan Watson. Watson's second, Oxford Hills is 4th.
So Russo looks like he's doing a little offense-defense substitution over there.
That pass goes through Katz Cronin's hands, picked up by the Vikings. Eli Soren drives left, 15-footer, and knocks it down.
It's one of those shots that's way tougher than it looks.
We'll have a timeout, Coach Russo. The lead down to 1, 28-27, 6:17 left in the 4th period. Here it is, Portland off the timeout. It'll be Wani Donato to inbound.
If you consider the legendary coach, do they give you extra timeouts for him?
I'm sure both these coaches would use that if they could.
They might Belichick it and find a loophole where they can get an extra one somewhere.
I'm sure the monetary value would be quite high for some of these games. Donato over to Katz Cronin. Katz Cronin dumps it into Bouchard high post. Bouchard will pull back. Portland looking to feed Smart, but he's tightly defended by Hayden Payne. Skip pass to Bouchard.
Smart just working the block to block. There we go.
Picks up his dribble. Jumper in the lane, no good. Rebound, Eli Soren.
Yeah. Pretty sure that's what Coach Russo drew up.
Tanner Herrick, wide open 3, no good. Rebound, Katz Cronin.
Finney's been huge on the boards tonight, hasn't he, Frank?
His 11th of the evening, Steve.
Wow.
And Bouchard's telegraph pass gets broken up by Soren. It'll stay Portland basketball.
It's a rare mental error by Jake. Usually sees the floor very well, doesn't make a lot of mistakes like that one.
We'll see number 3, Ty Leblanc checking in. He'll replace Herrick for Oxford Hills. 5 minutes to play in this contest. Portland nursing a 1-point lead, 28-27. Bouchard gets into the lane, lays it in
great
for 2.
Great hoop.
That puts him into double figures and extends the Portland lead to 3, 30-27. Colby Hawkins inside, and we'll have a Portland foul. We'll go on number 12, Juan Donato. His third, Portland's third. Tyler Leblanc for the baseline.
We'll see if fouls become a factor at some point.
And
well, they certainly are there.
You speak, Steve, but Colby Hawkins with 2, a foul, and a chance for a three-point play. A foul going on Kevin Smart, his 4th. Colby Hawkins with a chance to tie the game. As we see number 33, Patrick Payne, replacing his brother Hayden Payne. And Hawkins ties it. 30-30, 4.5 to play here at Oxford Hills.
Again, who's got that last run in him?
Bouchard picks up his dribble, finds Mahan. Mahan drives in, and he will be fouled. But it will be a foul on the floor.
Good job to try to sell it otherwise, but they just weren't buying it.
Big Ty LeBlanc's first foul. Not much protest from the Portland bench there.
Jake Bouchard all alone out front.
They find him, steps into a shot. No good. Cats grow to kick, quite corral it. And the rebound falls to Eli Soren.
Bouchard won't get a clearer look than that.
Soren finds Hawkins. Back to Soren, dribbles right, uses a screen. Pulls up, in and out, rebound Kevin Smart.
Coach Russo staying with Smart even with 4 fouls. Hopefully he doesn't pick up an offensive one on a screen.
Mahan uses a Smart screen. And Smart will be fouled. He'll be shooting 2. And Coach Scott Graffam is not happy. And foul will be on number 12, Keegan Watson. That'll be his 3rd.
He's questioning whether it's a 2-shot foul or it should have been on a rebound. I don't think he's questioning the foul. I don't think anybody here would question that. But.
No, not at all. The officials determine a 2-shot foul.
Terrible, terrible.
The extra officials in the crowd don't believe it.
Smart puts the Bulldogs back on top. Well, Steve, I know that we're the Portland High broadcast, but I didn't see a shot there.
No, I don't think so either. I don't know whether he flipped it up when he was going down, but I think Stillman's one was more of a shot than that one. But.
Absolutely. So 1 free throw for Kevin Smart. Rebound to Keegan Watson. Here's Oxford Hills to set up. Soren doesn't use the screen, pulls up in the lane. I think Donato get a piece of that. And Mahan secures the rebound. High screen, Mahan goes left. Dribbles in, lays it up, no good. Rebound Hawkins. Watson lobs it in. Third shot no good, but the deflection is going to be off Donato, so it will stay Oxford Hills ball. 3 minutes to play here, 31-30 Portland. Hawkins has it taken away by Smart. Inside out, Hayden Payne for 3, no good. And off the deflection, it will be Portland High ball.
Kevin Smart was very close to number 5 in there, Frank.
He reached across, but he was able to get clean ball and no whistle. And Steve, here's my chance to compliment the officials. Good awareness by those officials. Hopefully knowing he had 4 fouls, maybe giving a little bit extra leeway.
Well, I think they've done a good job of non-impact fouls, not calling all ticky-tack fouls.
Juan Donato gets past his man, tries to pass to Smart, and it will be out of bounds.
Juan's just got to finish that. He had an open lane, just lay it up and in.
19 turnovers for Portland. 2:30 to play. Bulldogs still leading by 1.
I think Coach Russo saw what we saw at the defensive end and said, I'm not going to take a chance with Kevin getting that 5th foul down there.
Herrick gives it right back to Bouchard.
He'll get him back in an offensive set at some point.
Bouchard spins, pulls up in the lane, off the glass, no good. Rebound to Colby Hawkins. Eli Soren finds Hayden Payne, spins in, size advantage, can't finish the layup. Rebound Ethan Thay.
Big possession here.
Under 2 minutes to play. Portland leading by 1.
Got to be patient, burn a little clock, and get a good shot. Hopefully a hoop.
Mahan goes left, crosses over into the lane,
Travel.
and that'll be a travel.
Stillman trying to argue a Euro step, but I don't think he's going to win the argument.
.90 seconds to play. Portland leading by 1, 31-30.
After all the gimmick defenses, they've gone straight man-to-man.
Big block by Donato, but he'll be called for a foul on the follow-up by Isaiah Ofiero. Four fouls on Juan Donato. Isaiah Ofiero to the line with a chance to give Oxford Hills the lead. Minute 20 to play, 31-30 Portland. Ofiero knocks down the first to tie. Patrick Payne and Keegan Watson checking back in for Oxford Hills.
Kevin Smart still on the bench.
He hits the second. Oxford Hills now leading 32-31. And it will be Bouchard. Finds Mayen in the corner. Mayen pulls back, dribbles left. Back to Bouchard. 1 minute to play here. Oxford Hills leading by 1, 32-31. Bouchard in the lane, shot no good. Rebound Thay, and has it taken away by Leblanc. Donato will foul Leblanc, and that will be his night.
Good hands by a couple of players on Oxford Hills there.
Portland's 16th
One to strip
foul.
Ethan.
Both teams will be shooting their next foul, shooting on the next foul. First non-offensive. 51 seconds to play. 32-31 Oxford Hills.
Portland will wait a while, try to create a turnover here. They'll double at some point, and eventually they'll have to foul if it's not successful.
Here's Soren.
Got to go now, though.
Just Watson, back to Soren. Back to Watson. 40 seconds to play. Inside, and Oxford Hills gets the timeout off. 35 seconds left. Vikings 32, Bulldogs 31. We'll be back. We will have 1-1 for Ty LeBlanc. I'm going to say there was a foul before the timeout. A little confusion for the officials here. I believe, on the number of team fouls. So now we'll get 1 and 1. From Tyler LeBlanc, as we still have discussion from the officials.
Well, the other thing interesting is when they went into the timeout, it was a different scenario. So hopefully Coach Russo planned for what was going to happen in this situation here. Although he probably drew it out because he was going to look to foul anyhow. May even work on his advantage. He got a couple ticks of the clock that he would have lost if they had to wait for the inbound and then chase someone to foul.
Absolutely, Steve. So we finally shoot 1 and 1. Tyler LeBlanc makes the first. Oxford Hills with a 2-point lead. 35 seconds remaining in the contest. LeBlanc back iron on the second. Rebound, Kevin Smart.
Scotty Graffam had a little heart murmur there when he saw his guy almost go over the back and send Portland to the line.
Under 30 seconds to play. Mahan shot fake. Brings it to the top, over to Bouchard. 20 seconds on the clock. Joe Russo will take a timeout, and so will we. 19 seconds remaining. Oxford Hills leading by 2. We'll be back. Mahan inbounding to Bouchard. This week quick down to 15 seconds. Catch Cronin, loses the ball. It'll be a backcourt violation. Oxford Hills ball.
Well,
Scott Graffam will take a timeout. He now has the ball up 2 with 7.6 on the clock.
so Portland looked at a quick foul here. Scott Graffam has substituted in all his best foul shooters.
Portland obviously in best case scenario hoping for a steal. Herrick to inbound, and he will call Oxford Hills' final timeout. So we'll do it all again in a moment. Here we are again, Steve. Herrick to inbound, Fay to defend. 7.6 seconds. Herrick. Portland goes to the trap. They'll foul Eli Soren. Shooting a huge 1 and 1.
Here comes the offense-defense switch. Scott Graffam sending 3 players to the table.
Taking some of his smaller players out for a rebounder. Big foul shots for Eli Soren. Coach Russo still 1 timeout. Coach Graffam all out of timeouts. Soren nails the first. That puts the lead up to 3, 34-31 Oxford Hills, and they will pull their rebounders out to avoid a foul. Soren makes them both. 4-point lead for Portland. 3 seconds left. Bouchard pulls up. No good. And the Oxford Hills Vikings get back in the win column, defeating Portland 35-31. So, Steve, a tight battle all the way, but in the end, it's the Vikings pulling this one out over the Bulldogs.
Yeah, as we said at the beginning, they were well matched, and we knew it was coming down to the wire. Oxford Hills just outlasted them, and so they carry more momentum. They got their 3 wins late in the season. Portland's still looking for a win and got to turn around quickly tomorrow to come back and beat Cheverus if they can.
Oxford Hills was led by Colby Hawkins with 8 points. Really spreading the scoring around here. Isaiah Fierro with 7, Eli Soren with 7, Tyler LeBlanc with 6. Their big scorer, Hayden Payne, held only 1 tonight.
Yeah, as going back once again, if they can spread it around. You know, when they lost to Portland earlier, they only had one guy that kind of dominated their scoring, and now they had all kinds of guys just contribute in different ways tonight, and it really paid off for them.
On the Portland side, still in Mahan led all scorers with 12 points and the strength of 4 long-range threes. Jake Bouchard also getting into double figures with 10. Finn Katz-Cronin, 4 and 10 rebounds. Nice effort from him. But again, the same storyline on the flip side. Leading scorer from the previous game, Kevin Smart, held to only 1 point.
Yeah, Kevin had trouble with fouls today and limited his time, unfortunately. So, as I said, they got to come back and do a better job tomorrow night.
And we'll bring you that game tomorrow at SMCC, where the Bulldogs take on the Chevrolet Stags. This is Frank Myatt for Steve Rogers. Thank you for, I almost said Steve Schwartz, who's on assignment tonight. Steve, thank you for joining us tonight.
And good luck to Steve Schwartz. He's in New York seeing his son Jack play in a concert, so that should be exciting.
A good time for Steve to get away, and we'll still bring you all the games in his absence. Damian Robinson on camera. This is Frank Myatt signing off for WPPS Sports.